Hello, welcome back. This is Ree with Cute Nanny Things, coming at you with some craft things that I'm doing. This is a tutorial on how to make those big paper flowers you see. Most people use them on their walls. I'm actually putting it on a baby shower gift, so I wanted to be a little extra and make a huge array of paper flowers on top of the box, because the box is humongous, and I will show you at the end what it looks like. But I wanted to make some paper flowers because I did a like a custom picture frame with the baby's name on it, and I use paper flowers on there. So I want to go ahead and put paper flowers on top of the box. So I wanted to show you guys how I do this. I do own a silhouette, but I don't use it to cut these out. I don't know, just like every session for it to cut out these, and it would just take me that long just to set it up and do every paper versus just cutting it out myself. So I did a few here, and this is me maximizing. This was all from one sheet of paper. So these are the petals for the flower. I did find these templates. So what I did was went to Pinterest, looked up paper flowers and how to make them, and there were people that actually had the templates that you can print and download. So what I did was I printed them all. But I'm not going to be making this huge flower. So I'm actually going to be just focusing on these 4 types of petals. So as you can see, I have one of these. So you're going to need 6 of the petals. And what I did was I just try to make as much use of my paper as I possibly can. I use like a thicker construction paper. I think it's easier to work with versus, you could use cardstock paper, but it's really thick, and I just think that this construction paper, it's a little bit thicker. It just goes, it works really well when you're trying to form your flower. You will need a glue gun. Some people use a glue stick, but honestly, glue gun, I know it's adhered and it dries fast, so you can move along really quick with these. Now, these papers I found at Walmart. They're in a pack, and I would definitely check out. I don't know if you guys ever seen the like office supplies in Walmart. So there's 2 different sections. If you go to the craft section and you look up, you try to buy the paper, it's expensive. It's like a pack of cardstock or construction paper. I always get these in the part where the printer paper is. They sell them in different colors, and it's so much cheaper. So I don't understand the difference. So I'm going to be using 2 different colors for these. So this one is a little bit bigger than an 8x11 sheet. It's I know it was called construction paper. And then I'm using these. Oh, actually, no, they're the same size. And then I have these ones were a little bit thicker. So these were the cardstock. It's like a pale pink. Lighting is very bad. So I've just found that this is a lot harder to do what I needed to do. So I'm just going to use construction paper. I'm thinking of doing a two-tone flower. So I'm going to make them different colors. So we'll see. So I want to do a few of them. So I'm just going to show you guys how I cut out my templates. I just use a pencil, draw around the template, and then cut it out. So like I said, these were all made with this one sheet of paper. So try to maximize your actual paper so you don't waste. And also you don't have to sit there and use up all of your paper. So I kind of put this one to the side and just draw around it. And don't worry about your pencil marks. You can always erase them or just turn it over. They won't be looking at the bottom of the flower. And I have these up in my craft room. And they are pretty heavy once you start putting them together. But I just buy the command hook sticky, like adhesive stickies. And then I just put it on the back of the actual flower. And that way, if you want to take it off, it's not going to mess with your paint. Let's see if this will fit. This one just will not fit. I'm going to have to cut that by itself. So you're going to want 6 of these. So I'm just going to do these small petals here. Try to maximize all this paper and not waste. I did waste the first sheet I did. I was like, oh, I should have just put the petal on the side. I centered it. So I've been working a lot on a lot of projects, and I've been getting a lot of feedback like, do you have a channel? And I'm like, oh no. So I'm a little behind on loading all my videos because my problem is I like to do a bunch of projects at the same time. So bear with me if you are watching this and you're waiting for me to post a foiling video. It's coming. I only craft on the weekends because I work Monday through Friday, and I will be traveling for the next 3 weeks of December. So today or Sunday is usually, the weekends are my craft days. I literally live in this room until early. I mean, I think I got to bed around 4 in the morning. I don't know. Once you start crafting, it's so addicting, and just that's when my ideas start flowing. So it's really hard for me like to stop. So I got a bunch of my templates traced out. Now I'm just gonna cut them, and honestly, it's a flower. You know, flowers are not always perfect, and you're gonna be rolling the petals, so it's okay to, you know, mess up or the lines aren't straight. It honestly does not have to be super perfect. I'm gonna tell you, my first flowers, they are a little off, but everybody does not even notice them because of course you group them together with other flowers. So I'm going to cut these out and finish the rest, and then I'll get back to you showing you how to put it together. All right. I am back and done cutting up my templates. So I'm going to show you guys what to do next. So of course we're going to start with the bigger petals. Make sure you have 6. I think I have 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am turning them around because I have my pencil marks in the back, and you're not really going to see the back. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut up in the middle of the petal. And honestly, really doesn't have to be super like accurate on these cuts, just enough for you to fold it over. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, and as you can see, it's about that much. And what you're going to do is you're going to hot glue this like this. So your petals are you're actually starting to form your petals. So I'm going to glue it down like this. You can make it as much as you want. These are going to fold over, but this is going to start the base of our flowers. So I don't want to do it super like tight like that. So I'm going to leave it about like this when I glue it. So what I'm going to do is take my glue gun and just put some glue there, and then we are going to glue this down. Like so. And it is kind of hot, so be careful because you don't want to burn yourself. And what I do is, so it can have time to dry, I'm just going to do all the rest. Make sure you have your glue sticks handy, so if you run out, you can grab it really quick and replace that glue. I've got all the little glue strings. So you know what? I'm going to just speed this up and go ahead and cut all of these at once so I could be ready to go. So just cut up a little bit, and then you're gonna fold and glue down. Haven't made these in a while, and I decided I wanted to decorate this present, and time just got away from me. I had a visitor just come in and doing some stuff around the house. So I took a little break. So I'm back, and I gotta get this done because I've got a lot of stuff to do today. And it's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It looks like the sun's going down already. Love that daylight savings. Ugh, it gets so late so fast. But that means my Christmas lights turn on for longer. I love that. All right. Almost done. My last one. Already got glue on my hands. All right. Let's go. Glue. All right. Now that I got all these petals glued, I'm going to start with the one. You're going to make little, I usually use my pencil. But you want to go ahead and roll your petals so you can kind of give that look of a petal. So you could roll it. Now you could do this before you glue, but I don't know. I just do it whenever. But it's going to give that shape and make your petal look real. So just roll down the edges. You could use a pencil, a pen, it doesn't really matter. Just to give that illusion of the petals are folding at the ends, and it's going to look really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this one out. Just be careful because it is paper. You don't want to rip it. I want this one to have a little bit more. Remember, all flowers are different, so the petals don't have to all be rolled in the same spot. I like that one. It's got rolled on the edges more. There you go. Last one. So I'm just taking the paper, rolling it over the pencil to give it that petal look. All right, so now we're going to construct this. So some people like to use a base. So what they'll do is they'll cut with their scraps. I just cut a little square. That way we can have something to adhere our flower to. Now this is going to be the middle of the flower. So the cool thing is you won't be able to see the middle because we're going to put a little petal or put something in the inside to cover it. But pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to glue all your flowers around the base. And you know what? I might have to bend this a little bit more because that's going to be standing straight up. So I would like bend it kind of more in the middle so it can kind of give us more room to put more petals on the inside. I might have not, we could have glued it a little bit more out so it wouldn't stand straight up. So I think that's pretty much my mistake, is I glued it a little bit too together down here. If we would have picked it up and moved it a little bit more, and I don't know if I can, a little bit more out. Oh, I can. So you could kind of do it like that, and your petals will give you more room to stack in the inside. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put more glue and readjust these because it's a little bit too high, and I want to put more petals on the inside. So don't worry about seeing this piece here because you remember we got a little bit more petals that we're going to go. So, wow. I did not think about that. I'm going to go ahead and see, that looks a lot better. All right, let me go ahead and roll this real quick. A little bit more down. Let's see if I like that versus this. Yeah, that's gonna work. See if I can still. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open them up. So we'll do that. And since this is it's construction paper, it's not messing up the paper doing this. So that's good. All right. Let me adjust these. All right, I adjusted all of my petals. So I'm going to start gluing them down. You do want to try to overlap some of them so that you can build more. So I'm going to put glue at the bottom here to my base. And I might want to put some kind of scrap just in case I don't want it to get on my desk. All right. So I'm kind of overlapping the two petals as I'm going around. So we got 6 of these to put on here. Ooh, that's hot. I still got to wrap this big box that these are going on too. Oh, it's so cute. Yay. I have one more petal. I want to make sure it all fits. Okay. So I'm going to put this one right here. My last petal. It's really hard to put you guys in frame, so sorry if you can't really see. Oh man, I might need to put one more. Oh, I do have one more petal. Yes, I have 6, so I thought it was out. So it's a huge, huge flower. It's gonna be so cute on top of a present. So put the last petal on, and then you're gonna do the same and keep building in with the smaller templates that you have, and you put them inside. So here it is. Let me kind of pan out here. This is the base of it. And as you get your other petals in line, you're going to put them in here. So the next one would be this size. So you would just do that, and then you would kind of just layer it in the middle. So this is the next one I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off and maybe do a time lapse on it so y'all can see the finishing one. All right, bye. So here is what the finishing looks like. So I have it on this massive box. I made it to where the box opens with Velcro. That way they don't have to tear off the paper. And also if they want to reuse the flowers, I also put Velcro little strips on it too, so they could just take it off, especially if they're going to store it in the car. So this is the present. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.